Don't forget, as always, you can follow us on the social medias, Twitter, Moncton Wildcast, Instagram, Wildcast Podcast, TikTok, Wildcast Podcast, and, of course, like and smash that subscribe button on YouTube. Don't forget to click the little bell so you'll be notified, especially, A, you don't want to miss a podcast post-game, but, hey, we might have some playoff watch parties again. I don't know.
Ooh.
You won't want to miss that. We did get a quick question. I know you said the NCAA was going to be our quick question, but we got surprised by a familiar voice. So here is the question.
Hey boys, just in the highway driving to Halifax, thought I'd reach out. I've got a question for you. Since the Christmas break, Moncton has only beaten Cape Breton 1 out of 6 matchups. What the hell is going on, and why is Cape Breton their kryptonite?
Sultry voice.
Yeah, I recognize that.
You know that voice, yeah.
Traitor. Quit the podcast, go to Rogers TV. How's that working out for you?
Yeah. And hope you drive safe.
Yeah.
Seriously, we do, though. Hell of a question, though, especially coming off these last 2 games that we're going to get into a little bit later. But 1 out of 6 times, what is with Moncton and Cape Breton, and even into last year where they basically ran our show all year?
Yeah, it's quite the difference from the first weekend of the season.
Yeah,
to now, right? We more or less dominated the Eagles in the first half, and
4-1 and 9-0 that first weekend.
And then come the second half, the Eagles, they've been fucking up the disco, right? So there's a different it's just a different jar of Dobson's gonna appreciate that one. No, there's definitely been a bit of a change here, and if you want to look at it, it's
open another thing in the highlights that just keep.
Oh, that's a stupid Q site in their highlights. But no, there's been a change, and it's you got to think just how much the return of Jacob Newcomb energized the Eagles. Yeah. It's you can, if you can get through cancer, you can battle through anything. And I think that's really motivated them in the second half, and they're on an absolute heater right now, 7 or 8 wins in a row, and I think they made the right moves at the trade deadline, and they brought in players who they have an expectation that will be back next year. So they made the right moves, and you can look back and say, they paid 2 second-round picks for Sabolka. That's an overpayment. Sure, if he's not back next year, but if he's back next year, that's a very good price to pay. Yeah. Considering, if you look at our roster, the players we've traded for and given up 2 second-round picks for, they just haven't had the same impact as a Thomas Sabolka. Mm-hmm. So they've made the right moves, and they're gelling as a team at the right time, and they're heating up as a team at the right time, and I think it's going to be key for us to hopefully avoid them. I don't think they're going to get the 6th seed. They have what it takes to beat the Islanders at least once or twice coming up this weekend.
Let's go Charlottetown.
Sure, if you want to. I don't want to play Cape Breton, so
no, I don't either. But I wanted them to stay in the 4-5 against Chicoutimi.
Yeah. So let's. I think we will avoid them in the first round, which, based on how they've been, on us lately, it's a good thing.
Yeah, and we had talked about it in the trade show. A team that could overpay for top 6 talent might have been Cape Breton, and they didn't do that because they need a winner. They had a fan base issue in the first half, and they've come around on the social media side and the ticket giveaway side, and they're getting people in the building, which just makes the team better. It's better than last year. They ran our show last year, but again, our show after the trade deadline, I said Cape Breton was one of the sneaky good teams this year with Sabolka, and they added Romeo, and then getting Jacob Newcomb back. I think Romeo has been one of their quiet bottom 6 middle forward type ads that has just brings everything you need there. And Louis Robitaille, I mean, you can't discount what he did in Gatineau last year. And maybe it took a little while to get the system in place and get it going, but it's very much been a change. I mean, they won 4-0, 9-1, and 2-1, and then it was 4-3 for Cape Breton, 4-3 for Cape Breton, 5-3 for Cape Breton, we finally beat them 5-2 and then 4-1 and 3-1 last night or Sunday night. So it's been, not nearly as bad, but I just, there's something about it, but I think they've all bought into the system they're playing. Rucci is playing great. And I think bringing Louis Robitaille was a very smart hire for that franchise.
Follow us on social media at Moncton Wildcast.